and welcome to my channel. My name is Dia, and I am a flight attendant. I just became a flight attendant kind of last year, pre-COVID, slash this year. It's a complicated story. I'm going to get into it very shortly. But I'm so glad to take all along on this journey with me. This is new to me. I'm super excited. I'm 24 years old, and I'm getting to do this amazing opportunity. So I'm just really excited to take y'all along with me on this journey and just, show you what the life is like. I'm going to be learning just as much as y'all are watching this video. All of this is going to be new information to me. So I'm super excited, and tune in to see how I became a flight attendant. All right, so I'm gonna get right into it because I hate long drawn out stories. Even though I talk a lot, so it might be a little bit long drawn out, but we're gonna try to make it quick. But I went to the hiring event. Well, I guess I should first rewind to say how I got to the hiring event. So if you aren't familiar with the flight attendant hiring process, you do this questionnaire. Then you do a phone interview, and then you do a video interview. If y'all want me to go into detail about those, I can make a separate video. Just comment down below, and I can. But fast forward, I did those, successful with that, and that brings us to the hiring event. So it was in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I had to fly out. I live in Georgia, and I flew out. It was on March 3rd of 2020. So I fly out to this event, and I had to be there at 7 a.m. that morning. So I want to say I got up at 5:30 in the morning to start getting ready, get cute, because you want to put on your fresh face, show the girls what you're working with, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I had to, beat my face or whatever. So I get to the event, and mind you, they've already sent out this packet saying, all the stuff you need to bring, this, that, and the third. Girl, I left my passport in the hotel. So I already got into the event. It was at a hotel. Fortunately, it was down the street from my hotel. So I'm out there freaking out in front. I called an Uber immediately, rode back to my hotel, got my passport, and came back to the convention center that it was in. So I walk in, and when I tell you the line was so long to get in this event, and I'm looking around this is my competition. There were over 500 people there. This was their biggest hiring event that they've ever had. I don't think I'm supposed to say what airline I work for. That's why I haven't said. But I mean, eventually y'all put two and two together and figure it out. But I do work for a mainline airline, not a regional. I'll put down below what those mean so that you know the terms I'm talking about. But, yeah, I get to this event, and it's over 500 people there, and I'm like, ugh, I have totally wasted time and money and energy coming here because there is no way. But I try to stay positive, everything like that. So they take your information when you get in, and then they give you a background of the company and tell you, pay, they tell you, what their company stands for, your uniforms. They give you a backstory, of what life is like. And then they pretty much say, if this isn't for you, then the door is there. You can leave. So then we break for everybody to do whatever you need to do if you need to leave or whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody stayed because, I mean, a lot of people were from out of town. They weren't from there. So fast forward, we break up into these groups by color, I want to say. And it's just, you're in that group all day long. You go from this activity to that activity. The first one was this fishbowl exercise where you pick a question out and you have to answer the question in front of everyone and do this whole process after, which I totally butchered. And this goes to show you that it doesn't matter if your interview doesn't go perfect. Don't count yourself out, because after I butchered that, remember when I walked in there late after we came back together because I was trying to get a paper copy of my passport at the front desk of the hotel. It was just a hot mess. I was all over the place. So yeah, I came in late, and then I was the first one to go. And I didn't even know what we were supposed to be doing. So I go up there and grab it and answer the question or whatever, but I don't do the whole thing afterwards. And I was like, oh, it's over for me. Like, I might as well pack my stuff and go home. But I made it to the next round and then the next round. And then they do this one-on-one interview, which is like the last part of the process. And you're with a recruiter who they'll ask you a few questions, just kind of try to get to know you a little better. And to me, that was like the easiest part, because I feel like I get along with people. I mean, some people might disagree, but I feel like I get along with people pretty well. And I feel like I left a good impression, you know? So we go into this room, and when I tell you, it feels like, I don't know if y'all watch American Idol, but you know when they're in those like rooms and they're just sitting there together, like waiting to know if they went to Hollywood or not?
There's so many talented people. Dreams are gonna be crushed today.
Hi guys. We just want to let you know, whatever happens, we're really honored that you have shared your talents with us, your experience with us. It's not been easy, and there's a lot of people going home tonight.
It felt like that. Like, you're like just sitting there and everybody's like silent. Nobody's saying anything. There were like 20 other people in the room. So then the recruiter comes in and she gets a group of us out. And mind you, we started at 7 a.m. in the morning. By this time, it was about 8 p.m. that night. So this is an all-day hiring event. Like, it's all day. Like, you better bring your snacks and be ready to be there all day with a smiling face, because that's what it takes. So yeah, she pulls us out and she's like, you know, unfortunately, there are a lot of candidates, you know, who get who apply for this position, and it's a very competitive industry. And by that time, all of us are like, oh, well, we've been here all day for nothing, because I would have rather y'all just weeded me out this morning if y'all are going to tell me that I'm not going to make it. And then she tricks us and she's like, but you all are hired. And we're all like screaming. People are crying. Like, it was just a super emotional process, because you're on this new journey. Like, your life is literally about to change. Like, it's about to be different. Like, you're about to be away from your friends, your family. Like, in a good way, though, it's going to be like an amazing journey, but it's just life is going to be so different. So it was just really exciting. So that night, I didn't go home until like 10 o'clock. Like, I was there all night because we had to do drug tests that night. We did everything that night. We filled out all the paperwork, did fingerprints, like, we did it all that night. So, and mind you, throughout the day, people are like being weeded out. So by the time you're in this last round, it was about, I would say about maybe 50 people. I can't really even pinpoint how many people I can guess that got hired, because it was like pulled throughout the day. So like by the time they got to my group, like, I don't really know. But it was just a really exciting process. Like, it was fun at the end of the day. Fast forward, that was March 3rd. So we get this other email, you know, telling us to fill out our information into the hiring portal, this, that, and the third. Then COVID happens.
This is truly an unprecedented situation.
This virus doesn't discriminate. It attacks everyone.
I want every American to be prepared for the hard days that lie ahead.
And like, it was like everything just went on pause. Like, we didn't hear from them. Mind you, we had already gotten our bases. We got our training dates. We were ready to go. And they sent us an email and they say, well, you know, COVID's happening, so people aren't really flying right now. Like, we don't even know what's going on. So, you know, we're going to let you know. I mean, basically, you're not going to training until further notice. So fast forward until like a week ago, we're in a new year, 2020, and we get an email saying like, hey, like, you're going to training if you're still interested. So that brings us to today. We haven't gotten our new bases, because I'm pretty sure we may be getting new bases. I was based in Fort Lauderdale originally, but I'll give you an update once I get my base and my training date and all that good stuff. But I'm super excited to bring you all along on this journey. I'm super excited to start this, be in this new world. flight attendants and take you along with me because this is going to be a fun ride. Like, y'all are going to get the behind the scenes nitty gritty. So thank y'all so much for watching this video and can't wait to see y'all next time. Bye.